The truth about Christmas, its pagan origins, and the Great Deception. Is Christmas really about Jesus? Every year, millions celebrate Christmas as the birth of Jesus Christ. Churches hold nativity plays, families gather, and the phrase, "Jesus is the reason for the season," is echoed. But what if Christmas has nothing to do with Jesus at all? What if the very date, traditions, and customs are rooted in ancient paganism, false gods, and even satanic worship? In this study, we will uncover the true history of Christmas, its ties to Babylonian paganism, the Catholic influence in distorting biblical truth, and the deceptive figure of Santa Claus. By the end, you'll have to ask yourself, should Christians really be celebrating Christmas? The real origins of Christmas and the Babylonian connection. Christmas, as we know it today, does not originate from the Bible. Instead, its customs date back thousands of years before Christ to Babylon, Rome, and Druidic paganism. Jeremiah chapter 10, verses 2-4. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, for one cutteth a tree out of the forest. They deck it with silver and with gold. This passage describes an ancient pagan practice that resembles modern Christmas trees. The pagan worship of Nimrod, Semiramis, and Tammuz. The Babylonian mystery religion centered around Nimrod, his wife Semiramis, and their son Tammuz. Nimrod was the first ruler of Babylon, Genesis chapter 10, verses 8-10, and led the rebellion against God. After Nimrod's death, Semiramis claimed he had been reborn as the sun god through her son Tammuz. December 25th was the celebration of Tammuz's birth, not Jesus. The Saturnalia festival of Rome, worship of Saturn, and Yule of the Druids also occurred on December 25th. December 25th is the birthday of Tammuz, not Jesus Christ. Ezekiel chapter 8, verses 14-15. Then he brought me to the door of the gate of the Lord's house, and behold, there sat women weeping for Tammuz. God condemned the Israelites for adopting the pagan worship of Tammuz, yet today, many unknowingly do the same during Christmas. When was Jesus really born? The Bible never gives a date for Christ's birth. However, by studying Luke chapter 1, we can estimate. John the Baptist's father, Zechariah, served in the temple in June. John was conceived shortly after, and 6 months later, Jesus was conceived. Luke chapter 1, verse 36. This places Jesus' birth in late September, not December. Luke chapter 2, verse 8. And there were in the same country shepherds abiding in the field, keeping watch over their flock by night. Shepherds did not keep flocks outside in December due to the cold. It was not a custom. This further proves Jesus was not born in winter. The December 25th date was pagan, chosen by the Roman Catholic Church to merge Christianity with pagan festivals. The Catholic influence, how paganism crept into Christianity. The Roman Catholic Church has a history of adopting pagan practices and disguising them as Christian, like the Christ Mass or Catholic Mass. The term Christmas comes from Christ Mass, a Catholic paganized tradition. The Mass is a re-sacrificing of Christ, which contradicts the Bible. Hebrews chapter 10, verses 10-12. We are sanctified through the offering of the body of Jesus Christ once for all. The worship of Mary. Semiramis, Nimrod's wife, was worshipped as the Queen of Heaven, just like the Catholic Mary. Jeremiah chapter 7, verse 18. The children gather wood, and the fathers kindle the fire, to make cakes to the Queen of Heaven, and to pour out drink offerings unto other gods. The Catholic veneration of Mary mirrors this ancient pagan worship. The Catholic Church merged pagan gods into Christian symbols to make conversion easier, leading to the widespread acceptance of Christmas. Santa Claus, the satanic impostor. Santa Claus has become the central figure of Christmas, but who is he really? Santa and Satan share the same letters, making Santa an anagram for Satan, a common occult practice used to disguise hidden meanings, as noted by H.P. Blavatsky, The Secret Doctrine, Volume 2, page 350, and Gail Ripplinger, New Age Bible Versions, page 52. Texi Mars, Dark Secrets of the New Age, paragraphs 78-80, reveals similar patterns in New Age teachings, such as Sonat Kamara, an anagram for Satan, while Oxford English Dictionary lists Old Nick as a well-known name for the devil. Some researchers argue that Santa Claus can be understood as Satan's claws, a subtle deception replacing Christ with a figure who claims omniscience, omnipresence, and omnipotence, attributes belonging only to God. Santa's red suit symbolizes the red robes of the false gods. Santa is called Father Christmas, yet God alone is our Father, Matthew chapter 23, verse 9. Santa is omnipresent. He knows when you're awake, when you're sleeping, like God. Santa uses magic. The Bible condemns sorcery, Deuteronomy chapter 18, verses 10 to 12. 2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 14, and no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light. Santa is modeled after Odin, the Norse god, who rode a chariot across the sky during the winter solstice. He is called Saint Nick, but Old Nick is a well-known name for Satan. You can find this reference in Old English Dictionary, Encyclopedia of Occultism, and many more materials for further study. Santa replaces Jesus Christ as the focus of Christmas. Santa Claus is not an innocent figure. He is a deception. Should Christians celebrate Christmas? Christmas has pagan roots, honors false gods, and has been hijacked by deception. It replaces Jesus with Santa Claus and commercialism. God calls us to be separate from the world's traditions. 2 Corinthians chapter 6:14 verses 17. Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. Wherefore come out from among them, and be ye separate, saith the Lord. Jesus Christ is the reason for every season, not just one day of pagan origins. How should we respond? If you're a follower of Jesus, pray for discernment. Should we celebrate Jesus' birth? Yes, but not in the way the world does. Avoid pagan customs like worshiping trees or mistletoes, the burning of Yule logs. What you don't know may harm you. Teach your children the truth. Don't lie about Santa. Use this time to spread the gospel, not false traditions. John chapter 4, verse 24. God is a spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth. The Great Christmas Deception. Christmas has been a massive deception, designed to shift focus away from Jesus Christ and onto pagan idols, false gods, and Satan himself. Will you continue to celebrate it as the world does, or will you stand for biblical truth? Choose to honor Jesus Christ, not the traditions of men.